Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to try on a full face of Saie Beauty. A lot of these products I've never tried before, and some have been favorites for quite a while, so I'm really excited to see what an entire face of Saie Beauty looks like. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed already, and let's jump right into it. I have the brand new glow sculpts here to try out also on the face and the eyes. I'm so excited. The formula looks incredible. I'm gonna swatch all of these and do a full review in another video, so I will link that below if you're interested. But yeah, let's jump right into a full face of Saie. Starting off first, I have the Saie Glowy Super Gel in the shade Starglow, and I've gone through a decent amount of this so far. I'm pretty excited to pull this back out. I actually lost it. I had no idea where it was. I've been looking for it for quite a while to film this. I use this like a primer, or I will use it as a highlighter, but today we're gonna use it as a primer since I have a new highlighter from Saie to try. I don't find this to be too much on my oily skin. I actually really like it. It reminds me of the Auric Glow Lust, which I need to pull back out too now that it's summertime. The one exception to Saie today, I'm gonna use some of this e.l.f. color corrector in the green shade to hide our little friend here. See, he's very red. This is the Saie Hydrabeam Brightening and Hydrating Creamy Under Eye Concealer in the shade, and I don't know what shade, the lightest shade. Obviously. I guess they've extended their shade range since I purchased this, so I have the shade HB1 for very light skin tones with pink undertones, which is probably what I would have got anyway. I've only used this once. I don't remember being super impressed by it or anything, but let's give it another go. It's a good color. I thought it was an under eye brightener. I guess it's a concealer, so we're gonna use it like I would concealer, which is everywhere. Now pretty much just in the center of the face and covering up some irritation and dark spots and our little friend. Sometimes I like to do my concealer first because then I can see how much foundation I need, and I'm trying not to use as much foundation. I found all foundation to be just a bit heavy lately, so I'm just trying to cut back a little bit on it. And the sponge looks dirty, but I just washed it. You know, it is what it is. So I would say it's brightened under the eyes. It's not like an intense concealer. What's the coverage level? So this concealer is supposed to be light coverage and a radiant finish. So I would agree with that. It's not giving me a ton, but it's giving me actually a little bit more coverage than I expected. I mean, that looks nice. It's gonna blend well with their foundation. It's not enough right here, as you can tell. I might have to go in again. I don't know why it made that noise. It's so weird. And I'm gonna use this as my eye primer as well. I don't think this will be great for spot concealing, but it's the only concealer they have. I feel like it's just gonna highlight my zit. Okay, here's just the Saie Glowy Super Gel and the concealer together. I think it looks really nice. I actually like it a lot better than I expected. It is creasing on my eyes, which, you know, is to be expected because I haven't set it down yet. But I think it looks pretty nice. It's got a good amount of glow to it, and I think it looks really nice on the skin. It also wasn't terrible at spot correcting, although I wouldn't, you know, necessarily recommend it. I'm gonna go in with the brand new foundation from Saie. It's the Glowy Super Skin Foundation in the shade 4, and I have been enjoying this a lot lately. I think it's really, really beautiful. It's so skin-like and lovely. It just looks really radiant and beautiful. I do have to set this down. I have oily skin and I just cannot not set this down. I mean, I have to, or it will not wear on me at all. But when I do set this down, I find it looks really, really flattering, and it does last all day. I do have to sometimes touch up with a bit of like a mattifying powder throughout the day in my nose specifically, but that's not unusual for pretty much any foundation. Yeah, especially radiant ones. I just think this looks really pretty, and I've been loving it a lot lately. I like to kind of rub it in where I want the most coverage, and then I blend it out with like a sponge. I've used a brush a couple times. I don't really find it makes very much of a difference. And for reference, this is a serum foundation with a radiant finish, and it has medium coverage. And it claims to be buildable. It definitely has a luminous skin-like appearance, as they say on their website. That's pretty much a perfect shade match, in case you are the same skin tone as me. I mean, I think that looks really nice. I just really love how skin-like this looks. It's obviously very radiant. We're gonna tone that down. Okay, let's move into some Saie products I've never used before, which includes the Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer. And I have the shade Fair Bronze here. I never picked this up because I felt like their light shade was going to be very orange on me. Like, this is the light shade and I just can't use that. The second I got it, I knew I couldn't use this, so I never did. And I'm gonna pass it along to someone else because it is not meant for me. But this looks a lot more reasonable. So I was excited to see that they expanded the shade range because I've heard so many good things about their bronzer, but I really couldn't try it because it wasn't for my skin tone at all. I have this, I swear it's clean, e.l.f. sponge with the silicone on the end, and I'm gonna dip into here and just apply it like that. I don't know why my sponges stain so bad, but they do. I want to dip in and feel the texture. Okay. It kind of feels like the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer, or maybe their new blushes that I just felt recently. It seems pretty emollient, but has a little bit of pickup to it, if that makes any sense. Ooh, I love that color. Wow, why have I been sleeping on this? Oh, because they didn't have my shade, I just said that. This is nice. It's very natural. Just gonna build it up a little bit just to see what that looks like. I love how buildable that is. Okay, that's really pretty. I think that looks really nice. I'm really, wow. I mean, I knew everyone says it's good, but it's really good. I'm glad I waited for them to come out with this shade though. I feel like this would have been like a lot much. I mean, I didn't try it, so I don't know, but it's just my guess. So Saie has two different kinds of blushes. Their original blushes are the Saie Dew Blush Liquid Cheek Blushes, and they have 6 colors, and I have all 6 shades in this range to show you. I think that they're really, really stunning. I didn't like these originally because I was only applying them with a sponge and I didn't understand how much the sponge was picking up the product, but once I started blending these out with a finger first or with a brush or something like that, I just found that I like these a lot more. They have some really, really beautiful shades. They go all the way from this extremely light shade to a really dark cinnamon shade. And then they recently expanded to now have the Glow Sculpt Multi-Use Cream Highlighting Blushes. These are a really unique texture. They feel like creamy when you touch them, and then when you apply them like to the back of your hand, you feel like they set down to a powdery texture. Like they already feel really powdery here. And their range of shades in that is stunning as well. Every single skin tone should be able to wear all the shades that they came out with. They have a really, really light, very unique pink kind of highlighty shade for me. I went through my entire blush collection and I couldn't find anything that looked quite like that wasn't a highlighter. And then I think that a lot of the other colors are just really universal that'll look good on everybody. So these were really exciting to see. I originally only picked up one shade, and once I touched it, I needed the rest of them because I feel like they're gonna be so cool. I actually want to try going in with this Bronze Glow shade just on the outside of my cheek to see what that would look like. So I'm gonna go in with the Glow Sculpt Multi-Use Cream Highlighting Blush in Bronze Glow. Just a dab on my sponge. That's all I want on both sides. It's much more pigmented than the bronzer. That's why we're going light. And I kind of just want to subtly contour in that kind of trendy blush way that everyone's really into right now. I've just been obsessed with basically using blush as contour, which makes no sense, but it's been cute. See how that just gave me a little extra definition there? This side isn't as blended out because I'm trying to avoid my little zit here. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, now I'm gonna take the shade Pink Glow in the same formula, and I'm gonna use that like a highlighter, because the shade basically is a highlighter. When I swatched this, I was so impressed with the level of shine this one had. Felt like it could really highlight my very fair skin well. And it's got just a beautiful undertone. It's not too pink. It's not too silver. So I feel like highlights are, you know, either really gold or really pink or really champagne, or I don't know. This one feels like it has a nice balance. It looks pink, but it has just the right shine. I mean, it kind of has a silvery undertone to it, but it's just gold enough. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks really nice. I'm gonna take a little bit of that under the brow bone. And remember, we haven't set down anything yet. I think Chili is the newer blush and Dreamy is the older one. They're really similar. I'm gonna take Chili straight on the face here. And like I said, I don't find that I get a lot of color payoff when using a sponge, so I like to avoid that with these liquid blushes in particular. These are just really easy to work with. All right, let's take Mauve Glow on the silicone end of that sponge. Every single product I used is glowy today. I'm literally the glowiest person alive. I really like that. I think that's really, really beautiful. I'm so into glowy blushes though, so this is right up my alley. And yeah, I'm making it a bit darker than I want it because we're gonna set it down. Now, I haven't used these before, so I don't know about their longevity, but I find that these do have a good longevity, especially the darker colors. The only one that I don't feel like lasts as long is this like really light peachy shade. I mean, it lasts, but it's barely there anyway, so when it fades a tiny bit throughout the day, you really don't have anything left, but that's just a shade preference thing, so. Anyway, oh, I was gonna put one on my eyes. Duh. I'm gonna take that Chili shade that we went in with first and just put that straight on the eyes. And I didn't want a lot there, I just want a little bit of a base color. And I'm gonna grab Mauve Glow and top it with that. I hope when I set it that the radiance still shows through. Just gonna zoom in and let you see what that looks like. This is the Brow Butter Styling and Volumizing Eyebrow Gel, and I have never tried this. It's a really small wand. Alright, there's your before and after. I think that looks really nice. And this is my uncooperative brow. Ironically, or not so ironically, with my non-cooperative eye on the same side. Just this half of my face just wants to give me trouble every day. Like right now, I feel it watering on me. Ugh. Nothing that these products are doing is making my eyes water. It's just me. Surtec D hasn't quite kicked in yet. And I'm really trying to build it up because normally I would use a pencil as well as a brow gel. But since Saie doesn't have a brow pencil, I'm just really trying to get them where I want them to be. But I think that did a really nice job. Everything's been really great today so far. Oh my god, I'm gonna jinx it now, aren't I? Because I have mascara next. I shouldn't have said that. I should probably set my face first. Actually, yeah, let's do that. I've heard mixed opinions about their setting powder because it does have some like shimmer to it, but we're already so glowy. I mean, what does it really matter at this point? So I have the Airset Radiant Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. Opens should be that way. Is this adult proof? Did I not open it? What? Okay. What have I done? I mean, it should open, right? I'm not crazy. Open this way. Excuse me. I'm gonna break it. I'm 100% gonna break it. I'm gonna have to pause the video so I can like break this open. Oh, I got it. If you push hard enough, it opens. Fun fact. Okay. And there's a sticker. Like that wasn't enough. Oh my god. That was like freaking Fort Knox. Jeez. 45 minutes later, now that I've gotten it open, let's try it. It says translucent, but it is coming out like a bit darker than I'd expect, so just note that. I don't see shimmer in it from looking at it, but it could be sneaky. That was satisfying. Okay, that looks really nice. So it did tone down that radiance on my eyes, which I kind of expected. I'm just gonna barely tap over the cheeks. So it's still left a little bit. If you really pack it on, you can get it to mattify a little bit more, like I did in the center of my face and below my cheeks, and then if you just tap the tiniest amount on top, you can set it down without losing that shine. I had to pack it on my eyes a little bit because I have oily eyelids that do not listen to me and what I want. I don't know how I feel about the powder just yet. I mean, it looks really nice. I just have to keep trying it to see how well it holds up or if it really does set down my face for a while or not. I mean, my whole face looks great, so I can't, you know, deny that. But yeah, let's zoom in and try this mascara. This is the Saie 101 Lengthening and Lifting Mascara. Typically, I like a more volumizing mascara, so just keep that in mind. Alright, and there's one eye versus the other. It's definitely lengthening and lifting my lashes. I typically do prefer more volume, like I already said, but if you like a lengthening mascara, I mean, this is getting them very long. Still separating them and definitely creating a lift, as you can see when you compare the two. Like, that's crazy different. There's how it looks underneath. I rather like it. I'm gonna do the other eye and be right back. When I was putting on mascara, I realized I didn't even set under my eyes. I don't know how that's possible. Just totally missed it. But concealer didn't crease as much as I expected because I didn't even really notice it. I'm gonna take this shade Quartz Glow and just hit the inner corner. Okay, Saie does have a lip product. It is the Lip Blur Soft Matte Hydrating Lipstick with Hyaluronic Acid. I have 3 shades. I have Surreal, Modern, and Pop. Surreal is a raspberry, Pop is a bright berry, and Modern is a rosy nude. I'm just gonna try them all on while we're here. So this is the shade Pop. For a matte lipstick, these are very, very comfortable. And the colors are really stunning too. So this is the shade Pop. It's a really quick swatch just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So it is staining my lips, which I actually do really enjoy. That way it lasts longer. This is the shade Surreal. There's cat hair on me somehow. That is such a pretty bright red. Did it say this was a bright red? And I missed that. It says it's a raspberry. I don't know if I'd agree with that. What did it say Pop was? A bright berry? No, that's true. I have tried these before, but I didn't wear them very long, but they did last nicely for the short amount of time that I tried them. Saie doesn't have a lip liner, so I'm just gonna do my very best. Yeah, so I have a little brush here, and I'm just putting some of this on the back of my hand, and then I'm taking the little brush and picking up what I can with it. Alright, now let's go in with the Modern shade. It's really pretty. It said that was a rosy nude, but it's very nude. I almost want to put some of the Pop shade on top to pull in more of those mauve tones. So this is the shade Modern, in case you're wondering. And now I'm gonna add Pop on top. Okay, you guys, here is the finished final look of a full face of Saie Beauty. What do you guys think? I am so impressed with this. I think this is really lovely summer makeup. I think it's so glowy, so beautiful. Everything looks really natural and pretty. The lip is a nice pop of color with the very glowy, summery skin. I love the monochromatic kind of eye look that we did today. I'm really happy with how this turned out, but let me know what you think down below, or if you've tried anything from Saie, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. I really want to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. It would really mean the world to me if you would subscribe and help support me here on YouTube. I have a ton of awesome content coming up, and I'm really excited to share all that with you. So stay tuned for more content soon, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. It's nice and clean and very bouncy. Okay, so there's... What am I on today? Where did that go? Well, I have no idea where the other half of my Wet n Wild Bare Focus finishing powder went that was sitting on my desk, but definitely broke it.